'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The women were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of shadow palettes danced in their head. Me and my kerchief and Mr. G in his cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. Jolly old St. Nicholas had just settled in for the evening. He picked up his copy of the North Pole News. He wanted to read if all the boys and girls had been good all year long and if they deserved to have new makeup products. When suddenly he noticed that the members of the Beauty Over 40 makeup group were not included in the paper. St. Nick said something must be done immediately.
Merry Christmas!
Hi everyone, happy holidays. Thank you so much for selecting my channel to watch today. And thank you for supporting the Beauty Over 40 Makeup Collab group. Weren't those some beautiful looks that you just saw? Today I'll be doing a holiday makeup theme using the shade red. Also, I'll be telling you about a childhood Christmas memory. So before I get started, let me tell you what I've already done. I've done my eyebrows using the Benefit Precisely My Brow eyebrow pencil in shade number 4, and I also use brow gel by Makeup Revolution in the shade dark brown. I have put on some eyeshadow primer by Juvia's Place, and this is shade number 2, which is medium. I'm going to be using the Blood Moon palette. There's a couple of reds in here, and I would like to use this palette because I think that it is capable of doing more than just like a Halloween look. I guess to a lot of people, Blood Moon is kind of iffy. So let's see what we can do with it to create a holiday look. This is going to be real simple, guys, I promise you. So the first shade that I'm going to get onto my brush is the red in the 9th position in the palette, which is Penumbra. And of course, I'm going to put the palette up in the top like I normally do so you can see exactly what I'm dipping into. So I'm just gonna come on the outer V here and lay some of this shade down. And then I'm going to drag it across into my crease area, ever so gently. Red can be one of those kind of colors that can be scary because most reds are really super pigmented. This is as well, and I'm just going to build it up slowly. And again, drag that into my crease area. Just like that. So, Christmas memory. One of the first Christmas memories I have Well, first of all, I was the only child for like 2.5 years. And then all of a sudden, more children came. And one Christmas I remember very vividly because it was early in the morning and we had gotten up to see what Santa brought us, and we could not open our gifts until we took a picture. But the picture was very unique. I wish that I had it to share with you guys. My dad bought costumes for us 3 kids. And the costumes were the 3 wise men. Cutest little picture, and I remember all of us having like maybe the top part of the robe that the 3 wise men wore, but we all had crowns. And that was just the cutest little picture. That's an early childhood memory. It had to be, it seemed like it was still maybe a little bit dark outside, but we knew about Santa and we got up and we were ready, but they slowed us down. As a matter of fact, I think they told us, go sit on the couch and don't touch anything until we get there. And we did what our parents said to do. So we waited for them to come out, and we didn't know why we had to wait, but after my dad pulled out the 3 wise men costumes, we knew. Now I've just tapped into a second red, and I can't remember if I said the first red. It was called Penumbra. The second red that I'm tapping into is called Sanguine. And I'm going to put this right on my lid. This one is a shimmery type of red. The Penumbra is a matte. Another memory I have of Christmas is all the cookies that my mother baked. We had spritz cookies, oatmeal cookies, macaroons, peanut butter cookies. And they were all made with tender, loving care and homemade. I can smell them and taste them now. To get this shade to pop a little bit more on my eyelid, I'm going to spritz my brush with a little bit of thermal water. When I think back on Christmases when I was very young, they were always filled with love, and the part that I could not wait the most for over Santa was just to be with my grandparents. I don't actually remember this photo that I'm going to show you, but this is a photo from when I was 2 years old at Christmas time. I was born 9 days before Christmas, so I have always considered myself my parents' Christmas gift. This is a picture of them. My mom was short in height, and I took my height after my dad. I'm now laying down a coat of mascara by Lancome. It's the Lash It'll in black. Another memory that I have is when I got busted. My dad was at work. My mom probably was still conducting Girl Scout meeting. And so I was at home by myself. I don't know where my siblings were. But I went into my parents' closet. First of all, we were not supposed to go into the room, period. And I went into the closet and I found bags. So I could determine like boy gifts, girl gifts, because I had a brother. He was the baby, and a sister up under me. So I found two gifts that were just alike, and they were like these looms. They were made out of plastic. They were bright red. I remember it so vividly, and they have, it looked similar to rubber bands, but it was fabric, and you would stretch it across the loom and then weave with other bands, and they were all various colors. So I saw two. So on Christmas morning, my sister got hers first. So I saw her open it, and then all of a sudden I said, I'm gonna find me one too. And my parents looked at each other, then they looked at me, but I just got quiet and kind of like took my time. But they knew I had been in the closet. That was a no-no. I'm going to use some Glassy by Touch and Soul as my primer. I reserve this primer when I'm going to be using the Morphe Fluidity because it's very drying. It's really, really matte. So I have to have this Glassy on when I use that foundation. So as I said previously, I'll be using the Morphe Fluidity Foundation. This is in shade 4.4. Christmas time over to my grandparents' house was always so nice. We would always have a wonderful dinner. There would be a bowl with fruit and nuts, and we always got a big peppermint stick. But can you guess the one thing that I did not like at Christmas? It was fruitcake. I'm sorry, I just think fruitcake is horrible. I really miss those Christmases. I don't have any grandparents left. Both of my parents are deceased, and my brother is deceased as well. So Christmases are not the same, but you have those wonderful memories. I am now going to bronze using the Il Makiage Face Shaping Palette. My highlighting concealer today is the LA Pro Girl Full Coverage Concealer, and the shade is Warm Honey. I am using the e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer Sponge to tap the product into my skin. The Il Makiage Face Sculpting Palette contains 4 products, a bronzer, a blush, and 2 highlighters. To set my concealer, I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Powder Foundation in shade number 385. When I think of last Christmas, I think that had to be one of the most difficult Christmas holiday seasons that I can remember due to COVID-19. Things were very different and we weren't allowed even to be around family. In 2019, I started a new tradition of having Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve with the family. Then on Christmas Day, they could be free to go visit others. Unfortunately, in 2020, we could not do that. In 2020, I did make the most beautiful dessert bar, and my family was allowed to come over and take carryouts. I am now picking up the shade Celestial and adding that to the high point of my brow bone. The shade Celestial is a duochrome that is multifaceted in color. This is my second time using the Blood Moon palette, and all the shades perform very well. I'll be using the shade Celestial once more as my highlight. I'm dampening my brush once more so that I can use the shade Sanguine to blow out my area under the waterline. I'm going to add lashes and come back with my final look. So here I am all dressed for the holiday party with my red dress and sparkling bling. The lashes I'm wearing today are by Rugi Beauty. And I've also selected an Old Becca lip color, and the shade is called Crimson. This lip color is very creamy and very moisturizing. I am now going to use a topper from the Black Radiance Brilliant Effects line, and the shade is called Firecracker. Adding this topper gave me exactly what I was looking for, a shade to match this red dress. All of the shades in the Brilliant Effects line have glitter, and they are perfect for the holiday season. I'd also like to add that my necklace is from Amazon and that my earrings are from Marshall's. You guys know that I love bling, and it's the holiday, so why not? This is my final look, and I hope to be one of the most dazzling ladies at the Christmas party. I'm also wearing a water wave headband unit from my girl Max at Infinity 7 LLC. I'll be leaving her Instagram information in my description box. I hope that you've enjoyed watching my Christmas Memories makeup video. Please remember to visit the other ladies and watch their videos in full. I'll be leaving their links in my description box. Happy holidays!